Lord, tonight we come before you in quiet reverence, drawn by the gentle stillness that only night can bring. As the world slows down and the noise of the day fades, we open our hearts to you. This is not just the end of a day. It is an invitation to rest in the shadow of your presence, to come closer, to breathe in your nearness. You are not far. You are here, right now, surrounding us with a peace that the world cannot give. We lay aside every distraction, every wandering thought, and choose to enter into this sacred space, where the soul speaks, where the heart listens, where faith becomes stillness. We invite you in, Lord, into this room, into this night, into every quiet breath. Draw near to us as we draw near to you. Be our resting place, our gentle refuge, our calm. Let this night be more than sleep. Let it be communion. Let our hearts feel your closeness not as a distant hope, but as a living presence. May your love settle over us like a blanket, and your spirit lead us gently into rest. In this holy pause, we choose not to rush to sleep, but to enter it with you. Tonight, Lord, we choose to fall asleep in your presence. Lord, before we close our eyes tonight, we come with hearts that carry the weight of the day. We bring to you everything that has unsettled us, everything that has tried to steal our peace. The moments we stumbled, the words we wish we hadn't said, the tasks we left unfinished, the thoughts that kept circling our minds. You know them all. Nothing is hidden from you. And so, we come not with perfect words, but with a longing to lay it all down. You are the only one who can hold what we cannot carry. You are the only one who understands what we cannot explain. Tonight, we choose to let go, not in fear or frustration, but in faith. We let go of the expectations we didn't meet. We let go of the disappointments that tried to root themselves in our hearts. We let go of the tiny, unspoken fears that kept us from resting fully in your peace. And most of all, we let go of control, because we were never meant to hold the whole world in our hands. That belongs to you. Your word says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." We believe that, Lord. So tonight, we cast, we release, we exhale, we pour out all our worries at your feet. We trust that you are not only willing but eager to carry them. And in this surrender, we make room, not just for rest, but for renewal. We release the need to replay conversations in our heads. We release the need to defend ourselves, to fix what went wrong today, to anticipate tomorrow's battles. You go before us. You see the road ahead. You redeem what feels lost. You restore what feels broken. As we let go, we are reminded that surrender is not weakness. It is trust. It is worship. It is faith in action. We are not giving up. We are giving it over. And what a difference that makes. We are not alone in this night. You are with us. You are for us. And that changes everything. We don't need to carry guilt into the night. You offer grace. We don't need to carry fear. You offer protection. We don't need to carry shame. You have already declared us forgiven. We don't need to carry control. You hold all things together. So here, in this sacred pause between wakefulness and sleep, we release our grip on what was, and we take hold of you. The day is over. The night has come, and you remain constant, steady, faithful, present. If we have wronged others today, bring it to light with gentle conviction and help us make it right. If we have been hurt, heal our hearts and remind us that vengeance is yours, not ours. If we have doubted, show us your steady hand beneath all things. If we have been afraid, whisper again that you are near. We do not go to sleep to escape. We go to sleep to be renewed, and that renewal begins with release. So we let go of the burdens we were never meant to carry. We let go of the heaviness we didn't notice growing. We let go of the lies we believed in the chaos. We let go of the masks we wore to make it through the day. We give you the anger we didn't know how to process, the grief we were too tired to feel, the confusion that clouded our choices, the ache of things we longed for but didn't receive. All of it, Lord. Nothing is off limits to you. We surrender not in defeat, but in quiet confidence that you are enough. Let every thought that lingers too long be stilled by your voice. Let every regret be wrapped in mercy. Let every plan for tomorrow be held loosely in trust. Because this is holy ground. This moment of letting go. This simple, invisible, sacred surrender. We are not who we were this morning. You have walked with us through the hours, through the challenges, through the quiet moments and the unseen battles. And now, at the end of the day, we say, it is yours. All of it. We don't need to have the answers tonight. We only need to know that you are God and we are yours. We lay down the illusion that we can hold it all together. We choose instead to fall apart in your arms, trusting that in your grace we are not only held, but healed. So take this day, Lord, all that it was, all that it wasn't, all that we hoped it would be, and let it rest now in your sovereign hands. And as we sleep, teach us the beauty of release, the freedom of surrender, the rest that comes only from trusting you completely. We exhale the day, and we inhale your peace. We trade our striving for stillness, our racing minds for a steady heartbeat of trust. And we say, with all that is within us, it is well, because you are near. It is well, because we are yours. And in this quiet, gentle moment, free of hurry, free of worry, we fall asleep not just to escape the day, but to embrace you, our refuge, our peace, our faithful God. Cleanse me, O Lord. Before sleep takes me into its silent embrace, I come before you, not merely to speak, but to be searched. Search my heart, O God. Shine your holy light into the corners I have kept hidden, even from myself, not because you do not already know what is there, but because I want to be willing to see it too. I want to surrender not only the visible, but the invisible. Not only what I've done, but what I've thought. Not only what I've said, but what I've held back in pride, fear, or bitterness. You are not a distant judge waiting for me to crumble. You are a loving Father who welcomes the prodigal heart again and again. And so I don't come with shame, I come with trust. I trust you to be gentle even as you are holy. I trust you to restore, not to reject. I trust you to cleanse, not condemn. Because that is who you are. Your mercy is not fragile. Your love does not shift with my failures. You remain. And tonight, I come to be made clean in that mercy. Wash over me, Lord. Wash my thoughts, the ones that have wandered too far, the ones that entertain darkness, envy, comparison, or despair. Purify them with your truth. Teach me to think thoughts that are noble, excellent, and praiseworthy. Let your word be the water that rinses away what is not from you. Replace every lie I believe today with the radiant clarity of your promises. Wash my emotions, where fear took root, where anger flared, where sadness was buried too deep. I lay them bare before you. No filter, no mask, no explanation. You see it all, you receive it all. Cleanse me from the places where my feelings have controlled my responses more than your spirit has. Anchor my emotions in your unshakable love, so that I am not swayed by the winds of circumstance or the weight of unspoken wounds. Wash my conscience, free me from every burden I was not meant to carry. If I have wronged others, show me with clarity, not condemnation. If I have held back forgiveness, reveal it to me in compassion, not accusation. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. I don't want to sleep with unresolved guilt clinging to my soul. I want to lie down knowing I'm covered, not in my own goodness, but in your righteousness. This cleansing is not earned, it is received. It is grace upon grace. It is the blood of the Lamb that makes us white as snow. It is not dependent on how well I perform today, but on how willing I am to come. And Lord, I come. Not as someone who has it all together, but as someone who deeply, desperately needs you. I don't want to carry residue from today into tomorrow. I want to be free. Let nothing stay in me that poisons my peace. Let no trace of bitterness linger where your forgiveness should dwell. Let no pride survive in the places where humility brings healing. Cleanse my reactions, my attitudes, my motives, even the ones I haven't noticed, especially the ones I've justified. You see the depths of me, and still you love me. Still, you want me close. Let your spirit move through me like a river in the desert, bringing life where dryness had taken over, carving out new places for hope to bloom. Let every hidden sin be exposed, not to shame me, but to heal me. You are the God who desires truth in the innermost being. So speak truth over me tonight. Declare that I am clean, not because I have earned it, but because you have paid for it in full. Let my cleansing be more than emotional release. Let it be transformation. Let it be repentance with roots. Let it bear fruit in the morning. Gentleness, kindness, self-control, grace. Make me new tonight, so that I wake up not merely rested, but renewed. Let my dreams be uncluttered by guilt. Let my sleep be unhindered by shame. Let my soul rest easy in the arms of forgiveness. Forgive me, Lord, for the moments I forgot you today, for the places I leaned on my own understanding, for the people I judged too quickly, for the blessings I took for granted, for the prayers I didn't pray because I thought I could do it on my own. Forgive me not only for what I did, but for who I tried to be without you. I surrender now to the cleansing only you can give. Wash my mind, my body, my spirit. Fill me with light where darkness once settled. Let my very breath exhale surrender and inhale holiness, not my own, but yours, living in me, working through me, forming me. I want to be found in you, Lord, spotless and whole, not because I am flawless, but because your love makes me whole. And so I lay here now, open before you, without fear, without hiding, ready to be renewed. Cleanse me, O Lord. Make me ready to rest. Make me ready to begin again. Make me ready to receive your grace tonight and to live it deeply tomorrow. In this sacred quiet, let there be no barrier left between us, no wall built by pride, no gap caused by silence. Just you and me, Lord, and your mercy covering everything. Let your cleansing not only comfort me, but change me. Let me wake up tomorrow clean, free and ready to walk in the fullness of your love. You are my safe refuge, O Lord. When the world feels too loud and the night stretches long and uncertain, I return to this truth. I have a place to rest, and it is in you. Not just a metaphor, not just an idea I recite in prayers, but a real, unwavering sanctuary for my soul. You are my hiding place, my shield, my strong tower. You are not far off or indifferent. You are near, and you are constant. And because you are near, I can breathe deeper. I can loosen the grip of fear. I can let my soul settle. This world gives many places to run to: distraction, entertainment, logic, numbness. But none of them offer safety. They distract but do not protect. They silence pain, but they do not heal it. You, Lord, are different. You do not cover pain with noise. You meet it with presence. You enter the room with peace that is not shaken by headlines, heartaches, or storms. You speak stillness over chaos. You speak comfort over confusion. You speak I am over every I can't. You are the place I go when the day has drained me, when I have nothing left to give, when even my prayers come out as whispers. And still, you receive me, not because of my strength, but because of your love. You never turn me away when I come broken. You never tire of being my shelter. You never close the door. Your word says, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Tonight, that is more than scripture to me. It is oxygen. It is the truth I hold on to in a world that changes with every breath. People may fail me. Circumstances may overwhelm me. But you are not like this world. You are not fragile. You are not conditional. You are not surprised by anything that touches my life. You are the rock that does not move, the fortress that does not fall, the arms that do not grow weary of holding me. So tonight, I declare, you are my refuge from worry. When my mind races with what-ifs, you quiet it with assurance. When I wonder if I'm enough, you whisper that your grace is sufficient. When I carry burdens not meant for me, you gently take them one by one and remind me I was never meant to bear the weight of the world. You are my refuge from fear. Whether it's fear of the future, fear of failure, fear of pain, or fear of loss, none of it is too big for you. Your presence drives out fear, not because you promise an easy path, but because you promise to walk with me through the shadows. I will not be afraid, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a place of peace for me, even in the midst of trial. You are my refuge from loneliness. When the night feels too quiet and the silence becomes heavy, you draw near. You remind me that I am not forgotten, not overlooked, not abandoned. I am seen, I am known, I am loved by the one who knit me together. You are the companion of the sleepless, the God who keeps watch while I sleep. You never slumber, you never miss a cry of the heart. You are my refuge from the past. When memories rise up like waves and regrets try to speak louder than grace, you remind me that you have made all things new, that nothing I've done disqualifies me from your love, that my story is not too messy for your mercy. You rewrite what the enemy tried to ruin. You redeem what was lost. You restore what was broken. You cover shame with dignity and ashes with beauty. And you are my refuge from the weight of the world. I don't have to fix everything before I fall asleep. I don't have to hold every piece together. That is not my job. My job is to trust you, to rest in you, to breathe in the truth that you are holding it all and you are not overwhelmed. You are sovereign, you are steady, you are good. Tonight, I rest in that refuge. Not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, completely. I rest in your nature, not my understanding. I rest in your character, not my ability. I rest in your victory, not my strength. I declare this bed to be holy ground because it is where I meet with you. This room becomes a sanctuary because your presence fills it. The darkness does not scare me because you are the light that dwells within me. Wrap me in your covering, Lord. Hide me beneath the shadow of your wings. Let every fear dissolve in the warmth of your nearness. Let every worry be silenced by the sound of your voice. Let every restless thought be calmed by the rhythm of your faithfulness. I do not need to understand everything tonight. I only need to remember who you are. You are my safe refuge. You are my constant peace. You are my holy place of rest. And in you, I lay down, not just my body, but my burdens, my fears, my questions, my heart. In you, I am safe. In you, I am home. In you, I am whole. So let me fall asleep in the shelter of your love, knowing that no matter what the night holds, I am held by the one who never lets go. And when morning comes, may I rise renewed, not because of how long I slept, but because of where I rested, in the refuge of my God. Cover me with your peace, Lord. Not the kind the world offers, temporary, shallow, easily broken, but the peace that flows from heaven, steady and unwavering. The peace that has walked through storms and never flinched. The peace that stood in silence before the cross and still chose love. That is the peace I ask for tonight. Not a fleeting calm, not just relief from worry, but a deep, sacred stillness that only comes from being held by you. My soul is tired, not just from the day, but from everything unspoken that builds up over time. Silent battles, lingering questions, emotional weight that words cannot name, and yet you know. You see the tension behind my smile, you hear the noise beneath my quiet, and you do not run from it. You lean in, you meet me here, not with reprimand, but with rest, not with demands, but with gentleness. You lay peace across my spirit like a blanket of light, soft and holy, and you whisper, "Be still." This peace is not earned. It is not something I have to qualify for. It is not reserved for the strong or the perfect. It is mine because I belong to you. It is mine because you are the Prince of Peace. And where you reign, fear cannot. Where you dwell, anxiety trembles. Where your presence is invited, chaos bows. Cover my heart, Lord, the places where fear still hides in the corners. Cover the doubts I haven't fully confessed, the questions I've been too afraid to ask. Cover the hurt that lingers from words spoken in haste, the fragile places that feel exposed at the end of the day. Speak to those places. Let your peace touch what my hands cannot heal. Let your spirit settle the unrest within. Cover my body, the weariness in my bones, the tension in my shoulders, the tightness in my breath. Let every muscle release into your care. Let every system slow down under the weight of your goodness. You designed this body, and you know how to restore it. As I lay down, teach me to trust you with its healing. Teach me to sleep not as escape, but as surrender. Not as forgetting, but as receiving. I don't just want sleep. I want peace woven into the very rhythms of my rest. Cover my thoughts, the racing ones, the wandering ones, the ones that carry me back into places you already rescued me from. Silence the thoughts that accuse. Uproot the thoughts that discourage. Replace them with truth. Remind me that I am not what I fear. I am not what I failed. I am not alone in this. I am yours. And you, God of mercy, do not lose what is yours. Tonight, I release my grip on control. I choose to believe that peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of God, and you are here. So peace is here. Even if circumstances haven't changed, even if questions remain unanswered, even if the future feels uncertain, you are still God, you are still good, and you are still enough. So quiet my mind. Let it slow to the rhythm of grace. Let it find its home not in answers, but in your embrace. Let it dream in the safety of divine love. Fill every corner of this room with your spirit. Let the atmosphere shift. Let heaviness lift. Let darkness retreat before the light of your glory. Cover the doors, the windows, the very air I breathe. Let nothing unclean or untrue pass into this space. Let angels stand guard around my home. Let no fear remain. Let no torment speak. Let this be a sanctuary of peace. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are present. I lay down my agenda. I lay down my striving. I lay down the need to know what tomorrow holds. I don't need to hold the plan when I can hold your hand. That is enough. Your hand, your voice, your nearness. These are the things I need, and you offer them freely. Let this peace become my covering, my atmosphere, my inheritance. Let it reach deeper than the surface. Let it anchor me in ways I can't explain but can feel. Let it rise with me in the morning, woven into every step, every word, every moment of the day ahead. Tonight, I declare, I will not fall asleep with fear in my heart. I will not drift off wrapped in worry. I will not wake up carrying the same burdens. I am resting in the peace of the one who commands the wind and waves, the one who knows every cell in my body and every thought in my mind, the one who speaks peace not just to storms outside, but to the ones within. So cover me now, Lord, not because I have done everything right, but because you are forever faithful. Let peace cover my past with grace. Let it cover my present with rest. Let it cover my future with hope. I surrender to it. I receive it. I breathe it in like the air that fills my lungs, like the light that warms my skin. Your peace is my refuge, my portion, my promise. And in this holy stillness, I fall asleep, completely known, completely loved, completely covered. Surround this room with angels, Lord. As night unfolds its quiet mystery and sleep draws near, I ask for the unseen to become real in the way only faith can grasp. Let this space be more than walls and windows. It is a sacred dwelling, a resting place not just for my body, but for my soul. And I ask you, sovereign God of hosts, to station your angels around it, not because I fear, but because I believe, because I trust that you, in your perfect wisdom, send help where it's needed, because your word tells me that your angels are ministers of peace, messengers of protection, flames of fire that stand watch over those who belong to you. Tonight, I call upon that divine protection, not as a ritual, not as superstition, but as a child asking their father to keep the night holy. Let angels stand at every doorframe. Let their wings stretch wide against every window. Let no shadow creep in, no spirit of confusion or fear enter here. Make this room a boundary that darkness cannot cross. Let the very air shift with their presence. Let their nearness silence the whispers of anxiety. Let their glory echo your holiness in the silence of the night. And beyond the physical, Lord, I ask for angels to guard my thoughts, my dreams, my unconscious, the unseen places where fears sometimes try to masquerade as truth. Place your messengers at the gates of my mind, that no lie from the enemy would be allowed to enter. No accusation, no torment, no distortion, only truth, only rest, only you. Surround my bed with your light, Lord. Let it be a quiet glow in the spirit, a fire that keeps all harm far away. Let the angels not just defend, but comfort. Let them sing over me the songs of heaven, songs of peace, of healing, of wholeness. Let their presence be like the hush of early morning dew, gentle and holy, speaking without words. You are not alone. God is here. I imagine them now, not because I can see, but because I believe. I picture them not as distant beings in ancient stories, but as present help in tonight's stillness, clothed in radiant light, wielding no sword of fear, but a strength that cannot be touched by darkness. They do not tremble. They do not sleep. They do not forget their post. You have assigned them, Lord, and I trust their watchfulness because I trust your will. If I could see with spiritual eyes, I believe I would find this room already surrounded. That long before I asked, you had already sent them. That their presence is not summoned by fear, but drawn by your love. Because you care for me more than I can understand. Because you desire not only that I wake up tomorrow, but that I sleep tonight in peace, deep and undisturbed. Let them carry away the residue of the day, the weariness, the pressure, the unspoken sorrow. Let them minister to the parts of me too tired to speak, too weary to pray. Let them touch the dreams that wait to unfold, guiding them gently, keeping them clean and light-filled. Let them place blessings into my sleep, the kind that grow roots in the soul and bear fruit long after morning comes. Let this entire home, not just this room, be swept with angelic peace. Let your glory hover over the rooftop, settle in the halls, press gently against every door. Let no child cry in fear. Let no heart toss in restlessness. Let the very walls echo quiet assurance. The Lord is near. The Lord is watching. The Lord surrounds. If storms rise outside, let the angels remain. If nightmares try to form, let them dissolve before they even begin. If tears come in the night, let your messengers be there, not with answers, but with presence, with holy stillness, with a touch that says, "You're seen, you're safe, you're held." And for those I love who are not near me, I ask the same. Send angels to them too. Stretch your protection across distance, across time zones, across places I cannot reach. Because your kingdom has no limits, no locked doors, no blind corners. Let your host of heaven go where I cannot, do what I cannot, hold what I cannot carry. Tonight, Lord, as I pull the covers over me, I imagine your angels pulling an invisible one over my soul. A covering of glory, of security, of unshakable peace. I do not sleep in a house, I sleep in your presence. And in that presence, I am not vulnerable. I am protected by the strength of eternity, surrounded by the army of heaven, sheltered by the very love that spoke the stars into being. So I release fear. I release control. I release the need to stay alert, because you and your angels never sleep. You will watch the night for me. You will keep what I entrust to you, and I entrust it all, my body, my mind, my spirit, my home, my people, my tomorrow, all of it surrounded. Thank you, Lord, for this mystery so vast it humbles me, yet so intimate it wraps around me like a whisper. I do not need to understand it to rest in it. I only need to say, "Yes, Lord, surround me." And I do. I say yes to your presence, yes to your peace, yes to the company of angels, even when unseen. Tonight, I lie down in holy shelter, and I fall asleep not in fear, but in the company of heaven. Speak to me in my sleep, Lord. In the stillness where no words are spoken aloud, let your voice find its way into the depths of my soul. When my body rests and my mind drifts into dreams, do not be silent. Whisper into the places I can't reach when I'm awake. Let the quiet hours of this night become a sanctuary where you move freely, where the Spirit breathes life into my resting thoughts, where heaven and earth brush shoulders just long enough for something eternal to settle in my heart. I do not seek visions to impress or dreams to display. I seek communion, pure, quiet, real, a nearness to you that defies the boundaries of consciousness. If you choose to speak through silence, let it be enough. If you choose to speak through peace, let it be heard. If you choose to speak through a dream or a word or a holy hush, let my heart be open even while I sleep. Speak to the questions I've not dared to ask. Speak to the doubts I've buried under faith-shaped phrases. Speak to the fears I can't even name. In my sleep, bypass my resistance. Go deeper than my defenses. Say what I need to hear, not just what I want to hear. And let your voice carry weight, not volume. Let it echo, not through my ears, but through my being. Tonight, I surrender even my unconscious to you. Not just my body, not just my prayers, but my dreaming, my breathing, my resting soul. If I dream, let it be in the shadow of your wings. If I wander in thought, let it be on paths of grace. If my sleep holds images and stories, let them be woven with truth. Let them carry healing, revelation, and your holy comfort. Speak to me, not with thunder, but with mercy. Not with anxiety, but with assurance. Remind me that even in sleep, I am still yours. That my spirit is not on pause, but held in divine hands. That when I close my eyes, you remain fully present, unchanging, undistracted, completely aware of every part of me. Let me wake not only refreshed in body, but renewed in heart. Let something in me shift overnight, not because I labored for it, but because you gently did what only you can do. Reframe what I misunderstood. Heal what I didn't know was wounded. Plant seeds I'll only discover later. Reignite hopes I've given up on, and show me glimpses of the bigger story your telling, the one that includes me, the one that never stops unfolding. Let this night become an altar. Let my bed become a meeting place. Let the veil between heaven and earth feel thinner, not with spectacle, but with sacredness. Let angels carry your whispers into the rooms of my spirit. Let their footsteps stir the dust of forgotten promises. Let your words settle over me like morning dew before the sun. If there is something you want me to let go, speak it softly, but clearly. If there is something you want me to take hold of, show me the way, even if only through the quiet conviction that stirs as I wake. Shape me in my sleep, Lord. Mold what is unseen. Breathe into places I don't yet have language for. Prepare me while I rest, so that I might walk with more clarity when morning comes. And if no dream comes, no vision, no vivid revelation, still, I trust that you were present, that you watched over me, that you covered me in silence rich with meaning. Because you are not only the God who speaks, you are the God who stays. You dwell even in silence. You are working even in stillness. You are forming even while I sleep. Tonight, I do not strive to hear. I do not strain to experience. I simply rest in the assurance that you are here, and that is enough. If you choose to speak, I will listen. If you choose to be still, I will trust. Because what I need most is not a message, but a relationship. Not answers, but nearness. Not dreams, but your presence that abides, whether awake or asleep. So speak, Lord, in whatever way you choose. My soul is listening, even in dreams. My spirit is open, even in rest. Take this night, take these hours, and write what you will into the deepest places of who I am. And whether I remember or not, whether I feel it or not, I believe you are at work. I believe you are good. I believe your voice brings life, and that is the peace I sleep in tonight. Not in my ability to hear, but in your faithfulness to speak. Not in the clarity of a dream, but in the constancy of your love. I am yours, and you are near. That is my rest. That is my confidence. That is my peace. Amen. Renew my spirit overnight, Lord. As the darkness deepens and the world surrenders to sleep, I offer you not just my body to rest, but my spirit to be made new. I come to you tired, not only in flesh, but in soul. Tired from the weight I've carried, the questions I've wrestled, the inner battles that no one sees. I don't ask you merely to help me fall asleep. I ask you to do what only you can do. Restore me from the inside out. You know the places in me that have grown weary from holding on too long. You know the corners of my heart where joy feels dim and hope flickers like a candle in the wind. You know the parts of me I've pushed aside, telling myself I'll deal with them later. But you are not a God of delay. You are a God of healing, present, willing, and able. So while I sleep, I give you permission to move within me. Touch what has grown numb. Stir what has settled into apathy. Uproot what doesn't belong. Break apart the layers of fear that have built up like sediment over my faith. Let your spirit move freely in me tonight, restoring, refining, renewing. I don't need to understand how you do it. I only need to believe that you can. Just as you renew the face of the earth with the morning light, renew me with the breath of your spirit. Let the places in me that feel barren begin to bloom again. Let the soil of my soul be soft enough to receive the seeds of joy, peace, patience, and love you long to plant. And if there are weeds, habits, lies, patterns that choke out life, gently remove them as only you can. Let this be a night not just of rest, but of resurrection. Let the parts of me that feel dead or distant rise again in your presence. Where there has been discouragement, speak purpose. Where there has been sorrow, breathe comfort. Where there has been confusion, bring clarity, not necessarily with answers, but with your steady hand. Breathe life into the weary parts of my identity, Lord. Remind me who I am, not who the world says I should be, not who I pretend to be, but who you created me to be. Call me back to my true name, beloved, chosen, held, free. Let that truth anchor deep into my spirit while I sleep, so that when I wake, I don't just feel rested. I feel realigned with heaven's heartbeat. Renew my trust in you. Because if I'm honest, the days have made it harder to hope. The waiting has made it harder to believe. And yet, you have not changed. You have not faltered. You have not withdrawn. You are still the same God who parts seas, who calms storms, who calls dry bones to life. You are still the God who renews. And tonight, I need that renewal. I lay down my failures, the things I wish I'd done better. I release the harsh words I spoke, the moments I let fear dictate my response. I give them to you, not so I can forget, but so you can redeem. You are the one who wastes nothing. You turn even my brokenness into something beautiful. And so I rest, not in my performance, but in your promise. Make me soft again, Lord, soft to your whispers, soft to the needs of others, soft to the wonder of grace. The world hardens us without asking, but you, in your kindness, make us tender again, not weak, but tender, not fragile, but open. Open to joy, open to compassion, open to change. Let your spirit restore my passion, the fire that once burned bright for truth, for justice, for your name. If that flame has dimmed beneath disappointment or delay, breathe it back to life. Let it burn steady and clean. Let it light the way forward when morning comes. Let it warm the cold places in me and drive out the shadows that linger. And if there are wounds deep and quiet, let this be a night of healing. Let your spirit move through every crack and crevice. Let forgiveness soak into the bitterness I didn't even realize I carried. Let courage rise in the places fear once ruled. Let resilience take root where I've felt like giving up. This is the sacred work you do, not just in the daylight hours, but in the hush of night when I finally let go. You are the God who never sleeps, and that means I don't have to stay awake, keeping my soul together. I can rest because you're still working. Still watching, still mending what's torn, still refilling what's empty, still restoring what's been lost. So I breathe out the day, and I breathe in your presence. I breathe out my striving, and breathe in your sufficiency. I breathe out the stress I've held on to, and I breathe in the truth that you are enough for me, enough to sustain, enough to renew, enough to carry me through tonight and into tomorrow. Let your renewal run deeper than emotion. Let it reach the places where decisions are made, where habits are formed, where the future takes shape. Let me wake up tomorrow not just rested, but transformed, quietly, steadily, profoundly. Let me carry the peace of this night into the noise of the morning. Let me speak and walk and live from a place of overflow, not exhaustion. And when the sun rises, let it rise on a soul made new, not by effort, but by grace, not by strategy, but by surrender. I trust you with this night, Lord. I trust you with this work. I trust you with my spirit, and I say yes to what you want to do. So while I sleep, do what only you can do. Make me whole again. Make me strong again. Make me yours again. Amen. Thank you for your everlasting presence, Lord. As the night wraps its silence around this moment, and everything else fades into shadows and stillness, I pause here at the end of the day to remember what never fades, what never ends, what never shifts or leaves. You remain. While everything I touch and know is subject to time, every conversation, every breath, every heartbeat, every passing worry, you stand outside of time, unchanging, eternal. And yet you choose to be here in this small, quiet room with me. Not because I earned it, not because I deserve it, but because that is who you are. Emmanuel, God with us, God with me. You are not a momentary refuge. You are not seasonal comfort. You are not a distant echo I reach for in desperation. You are present, now, always, without pause, without condition, without weariness. You are as close in this breath as you were in my first, and as you will be in my last. And that truth settles deeper than any fear I carry tonight. It softens the edges of loneliness. It lifts the weight of uncertainty. Because I know, beyond my feelings, beyond the noise of the day, you are with me. You were with me in the chaos of the morning, in the mess of midday decisions, in the words I didn't say right, in the thoughts I tried to push away. You didn't flinch. You didn't withdraw. You walked with me through it all, quiet, faithful, near, even when I forgot you were there. Even when I didn't call on you, even when I acted like I had to do it all on my own. You stayed. And you're still here now, at the end of it all, not weary of me, not disappointed, not distant. Just present. Steady. Waiting not for performance, but for surrender. Not for perfection, but for presence. For me to simply turn toward you and say what my heart already knows. I need you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for staying when I wandered. Thank you for being patient when I rushed. Thank you for being gentle when I was hard on myself. Thank you for listening to prayers I could barely form and for answering cries I never even spoke aloud. Thank you for the peace that passes understanding, the one I didn't ask for, but still received. The one I don't always feel, but always need. The one that surrounds me now, like a shelter, like a song, like the very breath I didn't realize I was holding. You are not just near me. You are in me. You are the stillness beneath every noise, the calm at the center of every storm, the whisper behind every truth. You are not measured by emotion. You are not moved by performance. You are love, constant, holy, relentless. And even if everything else in my life were to change by morning, you would remain, this presence of yours. It doesn't require a church building or a holy mountain. It doesn't wait for candles or choirs. It finds me here in a quiet room, beneath dim lights and blankets, in the middle of the ordinary, and makes it sacred. My bed becomes an altar. My breath becomes prayer. My silence becomes communion. Because you are here. Not just watching me, not just near me, with me. That is what I need most. Not answers, not miracles, not control, not escape. Just this. To know I am not alone. To know that in the stillness, there is someone holding it all. Someone bigger than the pain, deeper than the doubt, stronger than the fear. Someone who does not leave when the feelings fade. Someone whose presence is not dependent on how well I'm doing, but on how faithful He is. And you, Lord, are faithful. Even when I fail, you remain. Even when I forget, you stay. Even when I feel nothing, you are still everything. And so I don't need to grasp. I don't need to strive. I don't need to prove or push or panic. I only need to remember, you are here. You have always been here, and you always will be. Tonight, I rest in that. Not just physically, but deeply, spiritually. I let my soul lean back into the arms of one who doesn't grow tired. I let my heart be quiet in the presence of the one who holds all things together. I stop reaching, I stop rehearsing, I stop worrying, and I worship, not with a song, but with stillness, not with movement, but with trust, not with achievement, but with surrender. And in this surrender, I say thank you. Not for everything going right, but for never leaving when it goes wrong. Not for making life easy, but for making my heart steady. Not for fixing every detail, but for walking beside me through each one. Thank you for being the constant thread in the tapestry of my days. Thank you for being the presence that holds when everything else falls apart. Tomorrow will come, and it will bring with it more noise, more need, more choices. But I will carry this moment into that morning, this moment of quiet gratitude, this moment of remembrance, this moment of communion. Because once I have known the stillness of your presence, I know where to return again and again. You are my beginning and my end, my here and my always, the light in my night, the breath in my silence, the presence that makes all things new. I don't need more of anything, I need more awareness of you, and you are here, everlasting, unshakable, enough. So I rest now, not because everything is settled, but because you are. I sleep now, not because I have no worries, but because you carry them all. I breathe now, not because I figured it out, but because you are my breath, my life, my constant. Thank you, Lord, for your everlasting presence. It is more than enough, and it is everything. Sleep in his arms tonight. Let go of everything else, and let yourself fall gently into the embrace of the one who has always held you, even when you didn't realize it. There is no striving now, no proving, no need to hold yourself together. He is here, and his arms are not symbolic. They are real in the way your soul knows what your eyes cannot see. They are strong enough to carry every burden, gentle enough to cradle every wound, wide enough to hold all of who you are. Let your heart quiet down, knowing that you are not alone in the dark. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not overlooked. You are held by the one who created rest, the one who never sleeps, the one whose love never lets go. And as you close your eyes, imagine it. Not emptiness, not distance, but warmth, safety, presence. He is not waiting for morning to meet you. He is here now, in this very breath, in this very moment. You are not just drifting into sleep, you are being drawn deeper into peace, into love, into holy stillness. Sleep in his arms. Rest in his grace. You are safe. You are seen. You are loved. And tonight, that is more than enough. Let it be your last thought, your final exhale, your silent Amen.